Hi, welcome back. So in the last video we saw how to create a calendar table using calendar functions. We used calendar auto and calendar along with minx and maxx to create an automated calendar table. In this video I will show you how to create the calendar table using a script. So using a script, creating the calendar table will be it's a much easier way to create a calendar table. And in that calendar table, in the script you can mention what are the informations you need, and based on that directly will get that output. So let's see. So this is the script which I am going to use. So I have already written it, so I'll just copy it. I'll come over here, I'll replace the existing formula with this script. So you can see it's giving an underline, it means it's not correct. So as you can see, I have already mentioned calendar table, so the same thing is coming twice. I will delete it, and then from here till here, this is the script which is working. So then I will press enter, and once I press enter, in the right side you can see the calendar table, and then these are the columns. So at the beginning we had only one column which was date, but now we have so many other columns. And so these are the columns we have. So let's understand the formula first. So we are starting saying add columns. So this is the function where you can add multiple columns in your table. So we are saying add columns, and then we are using the same formula what we used last time, calendar along with minx and maxx, where we are saying take the starting date of the pre-existing data and take the maximum date the pre-existing data. So this first column is created based on this function. And one more thing, so if so as you can see in my data we had already this invoice details, correct? This was the sheet name or the pre-existing data table name. So if you are using some other data and the name is something like maybe it is XYZ, the name of your sheet, instead of invoice details, then here in this function you have to mention XYZ instead of invoice details, whatever name you are using for your pre-existing data. Otherwise this function will work. So always you have to make that change. And then we are saying the second column should be date as integer. It's where we are saying so format is another function which gives you the data in the particular format you need. So we are saying okay, go to the date column and give me the dates in this format, YYYYMMDD. So first this is the year, then month, then date. Similar way, in the third column we are asking for the year, fourth column we are asking for the month number, where only the months, the last in the mid two numbers are coming over here. So this way the calendar table is created. Thank you so much for watching.